Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Gators will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Craver. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem.
7-4-0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
High the chains now on second and long. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And wings it incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
Conditions. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Hard running there. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space. It was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Making side adjustments here. They're going to ride this running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moss. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Makes the grab at the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The big play came, David. He saw that safety and just didn't believe he could get over the top in time.
Exactly right. You see the one safety in the middle of the field. You know the outside parts of the field are open. Run those goes, those streaks down the field on the outside. Let your playmaking receiver make that play for you.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Smashes through the tackle. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
And nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, force the 2nd down and goal.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the
that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Bussy. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Quarterback may change this route. On the run, it's Moss. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Looking to pass, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He gets a block. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Running to the left. Finding an escape route. Shows him the stiff arm. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, when you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun, running back gets to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Throws for the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Gators will line up to punt it away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? And that is textbook instructional video.
why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Back to pass, it's Reed. Gonna try to get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Moss. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And he was flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted, receiver ran on the route, just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
This crowd on hand, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Aggies are flying down the field. The run from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. The 10. Touchdown, Aggies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you can keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Sturdivant. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It is changed.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over in football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers there.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive, just try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. Trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
They kick it away on 4th down. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Hand off from the shotgun. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Livingston. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Clark. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Using his feet. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Gators are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it there.
The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Caught in the backfield. It's Wilson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. They'll try the run. Makes him talk to the hand. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. The screen, and watch out. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
When the football is thrown accurately, where I can catch it and be a runner after the catch, it makes all the difference in the world. I can keep that speed up. Now I can break tackles like you see here and go make big plays for my offense.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal coming up. Powers forward. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They got stuffed on second down, and still they need 1 yard here on 3rd and goal. The option look. Now the toss. Touchdown, Florida! Great job by the back on the option.
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw, it's Reed. With the catch, it's Concepcion. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Gonna swing it on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
Powers through. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He fires one deep over the middle. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. With the catch, it's Brown. Jumped on top of the pile.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They boot it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Reed. Makes the grab. It's Concepcion. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for room, it's Moss. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Reed. got his man quickly. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. The give. Touchdown, Aggies. And they take it in for 6 more points. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he added the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's...
Turning it on! Makes it past the marker. Bust through behind his pad. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Look out, he's got room! And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. To do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Flagway. Fires to the middle. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
It's nice having zone eyes on the quarterback. I tell you what, you got to lead, be smart, don't give up big plays, drop back in your zones, but watch, when the ball's thrown, you can see the guys break on the football immediately and go make a play.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And a big-time grab there, knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's ball. Can't get him to the ground. Touchdown, Gator! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. They are set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Bussey. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Back to pass, it's Reed. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The ball back, and here comes the offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Scanning the field, it's Reed. Fires to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
The Gators have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Brown. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They're going to run it. Shows him the stiff arm. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Here's the pressure. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Trying to take it back. He's at the touchdown, Texas A&M. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You'd think that should do it now to get the win.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You got to stop turning the football over.
And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Wilson. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Gators are on the move. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Finds his man. It's Wilson. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
It's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
To the air, it's Lagway. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got his man on the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and excel.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll try to pop the draw. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to see this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.